Dear viewer of this short film, may we introduce you to Margaret? That's her, back in 2004, when she was 5 years old and lived with her parents in the slums of Dar es Salaam in Tanzania. No, this really isn't a nice area to grow up in. She lives in a makeshift shelter, has no access to clean water, and all around her the garbage and waste is piling up. 3 years later, when Margaret was only 8 years old, her father drank himself to death, and shortly thereafter, her mother abandoned her. At the same time, the newly formed Swiss was also going through some rough times. But regardless of how big those problems were, they are tiny when compared to the suffering that children like Margaret face each and every day. That is why, even back then, the employees of Swiss were actively campaigning to help disadvantaged children. Their commitment continues to the present day by financially supporting the Swiss Staff Foundation for Children in Need. To ensure that the donations reach those children that really need our help, the Swiss Staff Foundation works closely with the internationally renowned organization of SOS Children's Villages. And there was this little girl in Dar es Salaam, desperately in need of some tender, loving care. The planning for the brand new SOS Children's Village in Dar es Salaam began when Margaret was 5 years old. To pay for the house that Margaret would later live in, passengers flying on Swiss were invited to make donations directly to SOS Children's Villages. And it worked. Within a year, enough coins were collected to finance one of the 13 houses in the village. In 2007, the village was completed, and Margaret found a new home, a new family, and a new mother that cares for her, and for her 9 new siblings. Since the inauguration of the village, the livelihood of the family has been paid for by the Swiss Staff Foundation, with donations made by Swiss employees. Besides their commitment in Dar es Salaam, the Swiss Staff Foundation has supported and continues to support desperate children around the world by paying the living expenses of families in SOS Children's Villages in Sao Paulo, Phuket, Cartagena, Matagalpa, and Faridabad, by financing other projects in Sri Lanka and South Africa. You can help too. Whether it is a monthly deduction from your salary, a one-off payment, or just buying tickets for the Swiss Christmas Party Tombola, you could be making a very valuable contribution. Taken together, all the donations to the Swiss Staff Foundation for Children in Need, whether big or small, will make a huge difference to Margaret and all the other children like her. In any case, we appreciate your help. Thank you.